Cause one bag of them people just dip on social media like a regular day, probably I walk on and see somebody and say, oh, you try a thing with it. You know what I'm saying? I go try it though, dog. Although I see your chin fuck up, but I'm still gonna try it though. Like, what? But alright. Today we are watch China's deadly bubble chin disaster by Wani. Alright, so today we have an entry in the China's deadly quotation mark. Something where them ever do. Cause boy, come on, them just can't stop the surgery over China. Them body never perfect. Sadly. Sad. It's a sad thing, but me we hear him say bubble chin.
We all know that having a sharper and more defined jawline is probably one of the best aesthetics you can have.
You see what?
A sharper and more defined jawline is probably one of the
Stop. Yes, this just not look right though. I mean, it look like a witch chin. You know, like when in a Disney cartoon, and you see the witch chin, and that it look like. Tell me, saying that it look like. Like, look, dog. Not like this. Like, what gone? Not trust that.
best aesthetics you can have. And after taking a totally unbiased facial analysis that's not led by unhealthy beauty standards or anything, it told me, yeah, you know what you need? More chin. And luckily, I'm not the only one, because recently on Douyin, people started injecting these unknown substances into their chin.
Of course, that always that unknown substance. Them just start unknown. Please stop it. What? Why you want to do this? Wait, unknown substance now in the face will never learn from the eyelid one them. Jesus.
Just to stretch it into that super sharp V-shaped aesthetic.
Yeah.
Except what started as a sharper chin started uncontrollably getting longer and longer. Which is how millions of people started ending up with these so-called deformed bubble chins.
Yeah, them look like a Disney witch.
Starts drooping and growing
downwards. Oh my god.
And honestly, once you see it, you can't unsee it. Now, how did this all start? You see, in traditional Chinese facial aesthetics theory, there's this thing called the golden ratio of the face. Basically, they divide your face into 3 horizontal sections, and in an ideal face, each section is supposed to take up roughly about 1/3 of your facial length. You know, so all sections are in harmony together, okay? Everything needs to be harmonized nowadays. Now, guess which section everybody suddenly became obsessed with?
The chin.
Yeah, the bottom half. No, the bottom half of your face. Because apparently your chin isn't just your chin anymore. It's now responsible for determining whether your face looks balanced, long enough, slim enough, feminine enough. You name it. And there's one celebrity that gets brought up over and over again, and that's Angelababy. She's basically treated as a blueprint for perfect facial proportions. Heart-shaped face, sharp jawline, balanced...
She born with that. We don't know if she born with that. She born with the face everybody appraise. Nothing she born with it because, well, she can born with it and then everybody just try to get it through surgery. And then they turn themselves in a witch. Jesus Christ.
Profile, everything matching those so-called golden ratio measurements that everyone's obsessing over. Whether she's had plastic surgery or not, that's been debated for years, and that's besides the point. The point is that she's become the reference image everyone is chasing. So if you naturally have a square-shaped face or a pear face, congratulations. You failed before the game even started. And I'm not even exaggerating either, because some of these beauty companies advertise that having a short chin disrupts the proportions of the upper and lower face. So you gotta make sure that you have a chin that can slice through anything. And this is why chin augmentation...
Alright. Me not go and like say, it's okay. Say, oh, you know, if you have a weak chin. If you have a weak chin, boy... But it's like if it dog like I understand like if probably it extend too much and then they cut off piece and then we even know like what that gonna be effects on like your face structure and all them thing there. But if it was in that weak chin dog, we're going to grow like more bone or something. the best thing you can do, I get slim enough to where you don't have no heap of face fat, so the chin where you have, well, the jaw, your jaw, just your jaw go more defined, and then your chin not gonna look as recessed. Is that the right word? I'm not sure. But you get what me I said, dog. Them a do all of this surgery, inject this in them face, inject that in them face, and them can't inject that in them face and grow bone. You can only control what you can control, and then people here try the most. That's why them always end up with some shit on their face.
Has exploded in popularity over the last few years. It was simple. You inject filler, most commonly hyaluronic acid, once again, into the chin, and it can either push your chin forward, make your face look longer, or create that super pointy V-shaped look that everyone was chasing. It was easy, cheap, convenient, and fast. Since you're not committing to permanent surgery, you're just trying it out. You get a new chin, you post your pictures, and it just slowly goes back to normal. No commitment at all. Basically a free trial for your face. So naturally, people loved it. But then after
like, what? I not trust that, dog. Like, yeah, so I'm putting on my body and it just what you call it? Degrade and just disappear. Like, which part that go? I just have flow running on my system and tell my body what am I gonna sweat it out, shit it out, piss it out. I not trust that, dog. I not trust that. That's suspicious.
Few months, some people's chins started getting swollen and started growing a bit longer than they'd like. Just a bit.
Yeah,
So they went to dissolve the filler. And even afterwards, it just started growing longer and longer.
Yeah, so what happened?
Their chins just didn't seem to know when to stop. And
oh
over
my
time,
God, Jesus Christ, no,
their
no,
chins
no,
just
no,
didn't
no.
seem going longer
No,
and
no,
longer.
no. Wait.
Uncontrollably. Words. Just a bit. So they went to dissolve the filler. And even afterwards, it just started.
No. Yo. You not see this? You not see this? Don't. I know, like, something wrong. Like, what is this? And if you get longer than this, imagine. Yo, she probably like 22, you know? And her chin gone down when she looks 62. Yeah.
Growing longer and longer, uncontrollably. Their chins just didn't seem to know when to stop, and over time, gravity started pulling it downward until the entire lower half of the face was distorted. Which is what eventually created a new variant of our bubble face disaster. It's like their little brother.
China need to understand, say, and everything, well, not China, Chinese, the people who do this, and need to understand, say, this self-prescribing and injecting things in your face by yourself without a doctor, even with a doctor, because the doctor them, shit, wrong button, the doctor them over there are messing up too, so, just go somewhere, go a different country, try something different, doctor, because that not work out for you at all. You know, buy them thing off a team or off a one bag of website, the woman like play doctor. Again, it not go work out. It not go work out. Stop it. Stop it, please.
Bubble chin effect. Now, of course, people start asking, what is going on? Okay, how is this even possible? Well, according to multiple reports, these people weren't actually getting ordinary filler anymore. Instead, many people ended up having baby face collagen and growth peptides injected into their chins. And these were
the Chinese people now already have baby face. Or I'm gonna Google this, dog, cause me hear this now videos years back in and me keep on regurgitate it. Me make sure say me actually I say right thing. Do Asians keep their baby jeans? Oh man, if I said that spell. Shit. Oh shit. Longer. If I said that spell then so that go. Hey, I say it spell, me get it right. Oh shit. They don't. No, there is no biological mechanism where people of Asian descent keep baby genes or develop traits longer than other populations. The perception of prolonged youthfulness is driven by skin autonomy and lifestyle rather than. Okay. So me been a spread propaganda for years. Propaganda. Shit. Okay, you see what you feel? Okay. So never mind that. That a foolishness. Taxidermist over Reddit users. Okay, we'll go back on the video.
Promoted as a newer type of wrinkle removal filler that would supposedly stimulate the person's own cells. Okay, stimulate them to do what exactly?
Yeah.
下巴打的三角因子现在越来越大，网络能找到帮我解决我这种问题，
Hey.
因为我去年
Yo, she fuck up her face and then she comes say, yo, guys, my chin just get longer. You can't help me. Oh
在
my
长
god.
沙，做了2次，但是没有做
You
好。
do it
其实我一
twice.
直在修复的路上，
You
找不
do
到
it twice.
真正能解决
So this is the second time it can you do it and you try repair it and then it just get worse. Okay. Gotcha.
问题，千万要谨慎哈。所有那个产品如果里面有三角因子什么的，那就会跟我这样子
Right.
后悔莫及。
Unlike normal temporary
I may I
filler
tell
that
you,
just
I may I tell you, them a go see this, all of them a go see this, and them still a go do it. It's like, what? You still a go do it. You see the video all ago, you still a go do it. Like, oh, we are gonna help you now. Oh, we are gonna help you now. Cause only nah stop do it. Me I tell you, them nah stop do it. Them nah stop do it. Them nah stop do it.
usually disappears over time, this material behaved completely differently. Instead of being
Yeah.
absorbed by the body,
Man, them
it
just quick to
stayed
take some
inside
drugs.
the tissue and started shifting around as well as harden and stimulate this abnormal growth. And combine that with the fact that your
Like one time, remember me they watching a video on YouTube and again this woman did have baby in her belly and she never know and the baby turned her belly and turned stone. Something like that happened. The fella staying in them belly and turn stone. Not them belly, them face. Yeah.
chin is constantly moving. Every day you're eating, talking, smiling, you're just making facial expressions.
Yeah. It's like I'll imagine you're a ball or something. And you go so. And then at that time when you make up your face, your chin got stuck that way. So even me can't feel like on my face not there. But imagine you're a ball. And then your chin got stuck in the balling position. So even dog, all of them something are just unnecessary. Why would not do this? Why would not do this? Stop.
And over time, gravity starts pulling your chin downward and the filler also starts
Oh
going
my
lower
God.
and lower.
下巴变
Jesus
成这样。
Christ.
这个是我6年前打的玻尿
It's a
酸，
knife
但
and
是当
ching
时第一
ching.
次做这种东西不太懂，然后也没有做功课，我就去了一个小美容院打的。这已经整整6年了，都没有代谢掉。我不知道是因为那个人的技术问题，还是原材料的问题。好的时候，这个下巴也是凹凸不平的；然后不好的时候，比如说我熬夜啊，或者说上火，它这里就会肿肿胀胀的。我昨天晚上是喝了酒加熬夜，一觉醒来这里肿的跟鸡蛋一样，而且很硬，就是异物感很明显，而且我没有办法张大嘴说话，也不能笑了，只要一用力，这里就很
I
疼。
feel
我的嘴
like
巴
I feel like them just so desensitized. I probably that's why them are gonna say, yo, I'm in a business, I gotta do it. Because one bag of them people just they on social media like a regular day, probably I walk and see somebody and say, oh, you try a thing with it. You know, so I go try it though, dog. Although I'm still see your chin fuck up, but I'm still I go try it though. Like, what? But it come like it gone bad already. At least I'm gonna try doing the surgery in some different country because with the team thing and the people them in a foreign country, you not get it right. You know do something. You not hygienic or something I mess up it thing them. You not use some drug when you done test out yet or something.
它也是，我要刻意的闭上，它才能合起来，不然它就是半开的，因为这很重啊。刚刚我吃了消炎药了，但不知道有没有用。
Or you just really do your research and dog, what kind of research you need to do still? The people them up on the internet and show you say, yo, this will mess you up. And the people them still are doing it, dog.
你们有碰到过这种情况吗？这该怎么办啊？
And it somehow gets even worse because some people started developing bone resorption. Basically, the bone inside your chin can start thinning away.
Oh
and
my
This is exactly
God.
what happened to a Chinese influencer
Jesus
named Yaki.
Christ.
At just 16 years old, Yaki roughly paid 1,000 RMB for 2 chin injections. And
Like just like 140 like that cheap. That cheap for go get chin injections. No wonder them a do it. Like
It was
Wow.
simple,
Well,
hyaluronic acid,
how
the
hard it
same
be to
thing
get
everybody else was
140
getting.
but
It was
that's
safe.
still.
And immediately afterward, everything looked great. Her
And
face
then,
looked noticeably longer
mm-hmm.
and the natural V shape was there. But then
Dog is
something
crazy.
happened.
Said them a look on it that deep for some. I miss people like that just a walk up and down every day. Well, me not really meds then chin or nothing like that, but that bad dog. That bad.
That at first she was actually happy about because the filler didn't go away. You see, hyaluronic acid
Yeah,
is
sure, I
supposed
say,
to be
yeah, me
absorbed
catch
by
it,
the
me catch it,
body
me catch
and
it.
dissolve after a couple months. And months passed and her chin didn't change at all.
Oh, they
At
taste
first
it?
she thought, wow, what an amazing deal, right? Wait, everybody else has to keep paying for maintenance, but mine is still here? Talk about the worst buy one get one free.
Dead, your bone and dead.
Because eventually her chin slowly started changing shape. It started swelling really bad,
Ooh.
and she experienced constant itching and redness.
A drip that a
And
drip.
slowly her chin started going downward. And
Chin
real
are
quick,
rotten.
this is all very dangerous. We know that, but having your data leaked is also bad.
Oh
If you
my
Google
God,
yourself, this is
you
why
catch me.
Incogni is a lifesaver.
Ooh,
It tracks down all. Thank you, Incogni, for sponsoring this video. Now let's get
Not
back into
this video.
it just kept getting longer and longer, day after day, and it kept bulging, which eventually led her to that bubble chin appearance. This damage started affecting how her mouth actually functioned, and her lower lip wouldn't even open properly anymore. So for several days, her mouth was essentially stuck in one position. She couldn't eat really, and moving or talking with her mouth was almost impossible. And she was
And the people them we see all of them something here. All of them something them we see and still go do it. Then we see them and still go do it.
stuck living with it for years as her bone in the chin kept thinning and weakening. And netizens were like,
So you see,
why
she
does
get the reverse how she did want. She did want a longer chin, and then the chin she did have before that is all it gone now. Now she get a new chin we gone way back as her bone rotten out.
doesn't she just
Why?
remove it? Like, why doesn't she just dissolve the filler? Well, that assumes that what's inside her chin is actually filler. A lot of these bubble chin cases happened when people went to these unregulated beauty salons who use cheap
damn.
counterfeit products. So if you don't actually
Not
know
that
what was
deep,
injected,
plastic
how are you
surgery
supposed
anything
to
them not
dissolve
cheap
it?
out.
Whatever filler was injected could start spreading to multiple layers
Ooh.
of tissue and even start mixing with other components of your chin. And every single time doctors cut into the area to do like a repair, it would create another injury. So, you know, you'd think people would just take a step back for
Nope.
a bit, okay? Just
Not the
stop this, right?
Chinese. Nope.
Unfortunately, it got even crazier because people who ended up with these bubble chins decided to take matters into their own hands to
Bombard.
remove it themselves with scissors. Because there's another case that came out in June 2025, and this
Yo, what going on trying to make everybody piece of them a doctor? What?
genuinely sounds like a horror movie. It involved a woman in Nanjing named Miss Deng. Now, she was already trying to repair a previously failed bubble chin injection. She spent years trying to fix it. She searched on Douyin, Xiaohongshu,
Yo, that
worst
must be one
possible
of the
decision,
worst
by the
social
way.
media.
And then she kept seeing posts from this one clinic page called Suzhou Yumei Medical Aesthetics. Every single patient they did had perfect results. Almost too perfect. I mean, if you take a look at their profile, they specifically advertise experience in repairing bubble chins involving these so-called growth peptides. Not only that, but they claimed that they had specialized filler repair technology. Foreign substances stuck in your face? Easy. Complicated repairs that nobody wants to touch? This guy lives for it. So Ms. Deng traveled there for a consultation.
Just another one
and
of
the
the
price?
doctor
20,000
them.
yuan.
The doctor
So
them.
definitely not cheap at all. And after a couple of weeks of thinking, she agreed to it. And this is where everything started going downhill.
Of course,
I'll explain
of
this
course.
in the least gruesome way possible, okay? Basically, they took a hot needle and then they started using it to drag her chin back and forth. Yeah, I'm not a surgeon.
Him take a hot needle, jam in her chin, wiggle.
But, you know, if somebody tells me that they're going to take a hot burning needle and scrape it on my chin back and forth, I think I'll just live with it, honestly. Just 3 days later, large blisters started forming around her
Of
chin.
course,
And
what you
the
expect?
doctors saw this, saw what was happening, and they basically
No
told
man,
her,
the hot needle never da go burn the skin or nothing, man. We just go. Whoa.
That's normal. Just trust the process. And this is where they sent her home with
Yo, that
instructions
well
and
infected.
Chinese ointment. Except the instructions they gave her to treat it at
Dog,
home.
them thing are really not the good PR for China, you know. Cause Chinese ointment, people them say when things come from China, them not good. The people them are China use the thing them from China and to mess them up. Why me if you go take up that for myself?
Were to use scissors to cut it off herself. Yeah, this is absolutely insane. And not even medical scissors either. So every day she cleaned the wound and would just start trimming at it every
Oh
single
my
day.
God, you are
And the
not a
wound,
doctor.
it kept getting bigger. And then signs of
Dog, you
infection.
wear them beauty clinic people here are going here. Might as well be one doctor. Yeah. I blame him, but you rough out there. Gotcha.
Started appearing. And despite all of that, they kept reassuring her that if she kept cutting away at it, it would heal. I mean, it makes sense.
The doctor might tell her say, yeah man, just go and cut it little every day. It'll go down. What only they do then? So why me have to do surgery then come back and I come back and me yard I do my own surgery, basically. What me do surgery for? Boy.
Right, your body will start adapting to it as you trim it and reverse curse technique. Yeah, this continued for another month and a half, and at that point, her chin deteriorated so badly that a large hole had actually formed in her chin, and it left Miss Ding with a really massive scar that spanned over 6 centimeters across her chin. This was honestly brutal because she even said that this completely destroyed her life for those 6 months. And on June 17th, a reporter accompanied Miss Ding to go back to Yume Medical Aesthetics to see what was up. You'd expect some kind of explanation or some accountability. Instead, when they arrived, the doors were locked and the windows were shut. Sitting at the entrance was a notice saying that the business is currently undergoing renovations
It's a big
and
shop.
was temporarily...
Yeah man, you get chopped. Yeah man, you should have known better. You get sit now, them take your money, mess up your chin, tell you say, yeah man, go and cut it man, it soon go down. Now you get chopped, you don't have nobody for sue. Yeah man, you know nobody for sue. Wow, what was that? Stupid.
Closed. Of course it was. I mean, it's always renovations. They're just renovating how to cover up this case. But man, the timing was comical because the clinic that just announced that they had revolutionary filler repair technology literally just shut down in less than a year. And this is where people started looking at these failed cases of these bubble chins and these filler injections. And they said, you know why there are so many failed cases of these injections? You know why bubble chins even exist? Because they're not permanent. So they moved on to using chin implants.
What?
Basically, a lot of people...
No, on her face that. A tape that she have on her face, right? On her face that on her face. A tape, man. No, a tape and like makeup or something like for hold up her chin.
Using chin implants. Basically, a lot of people saw what was happening with these bubble chins, and many of them gradually shifted to...
Let me say, yo, with bubble chin and mash you up, might as well go permanent with it, you know? Might as well just get the implants and then get a new chin. Yeah, we can't bother with the temporary thing, cause it'll go mash you up, so new chin. Alright. We'll see how that go.
Getting actual implants. It's not liquid, right? It's not filler, it's literally permanent. Yeah. During a procedure, the doctor will make a small incision inside of the mouth rather than outside because this will avoid scarring. That's one of the reasons why these chin implants are being marketed as being discreet. You just choose the implant and then it's directly placed into your jaw to either push it more forward or just completely change your side profile. Finally, the perfect solution. No more revisiting the clinic every couple months. No more bubble chins. Instead, you just install one permanent chin.
And what material this make out of?
It can get even worse because the implant can start absorbing into your bone.
Okay.
This is where many cases of bone erosion started happening because...
Let me tell you what them should have do still. Them should have made them out of titanium. Yeah. I know, right? Titanium. Them should have make this thing out of titanium. That the good night body, right? Or gold. Gold the good night body as well? Yeah. Titanium or gold. Simple. You tell me say them could get that titanium or gold, and probably put some cheap plastic. Well, me not, you don't know if your body would absorb cheap plastic. Yeah, cause plastic take long dead. Whatever them put in it, but that work. So
The implant started sinking into the bone itself. Not
Jesus
just that, but this
Christ.
patient here actually developed a protruding teeth because the implant was severely compressing
that's
the
the thing, dog. When you mess with your face, it got change some.
roots of the person's teeth. And the implant started pulling the entire mouth outward. Yeah, that is insane. Yeah,
All of
that's
this
one of the
just
reasons
look
why
ugly,
most
yeah.
hospitals don't even
This
do
one for them
implant-based chin augmentation. And it's not because the doctors can't do it. The risks are just way too high and complicated. Of course, not every chin injection ends up with someone developing a bubble chin. There are legitimate medical professionals. But it's slowly becoming harder and harder for the average person to tell the difference. You can spend hours researching, looking at reviews, before and
Yeah.
after photos,
Yeah.
and you could still not even know what exactly you're walking into. And if anything goes wrong, good luck fighting a company funded by millions. I mean, what are they gonna do? Investigate themselves? Yeah, they're gonna do everything they can to cover it up. So yeah, once again, another bubble variant has emerged, and hopefully this time it doesn't get as bad as before.
Another
and
one.
People, you know, see the red flags
Boy.
and stay away from it, because at this point, it's becoming like Pokemon
Be rough.
evolutions. And taking a look back at my facial analysis from earlier, yeah, it does tell me that I will benefit from a longer and sharper V-line chin.
Man, them must
But
say
it
them
also
man to go do
says
it
that
too.
I will look great.
Alright, Wani. Great video. Dog, I don't know how I'm to them people. I'm gonna talk to them, dog. I'm gonna talk to them, dog. Which part is that song there? No, that one is too loud. Shut up. Alright. My Chinese brethren, come know me have some Asian, I mean, dog. Come down in that line. This is not the way. Please. You don't need to do this. You are beautiful and handsome just as you are. Your eye them might know. You probably not have no like eyelid, and that's okay. It not stop your vision. And that's okay. Your chin probably gone in. But there's a fix. Stop this, huh? There's a fix, guys. Just lose weight and just hope say most of the weight it go show in your face. So even if your chin the way around, so when you lose the weight, it go show. So you actually have a chin and a jawline. This surgery thing it not go help you. But that was the video. Let me know what you think. China's deadly bubble chin disaster by Wani. Bye bye.